Now, what we are witnessing the entire central bank system being brought into focus. We're watching the central bank system being run into the ground. What has Trump wanted from the beginning? He wanted lower rates and a lot of stimulus. Wanted a lot of funds coming out of the Federal Reserve. Why? He was going to use these funds to rebuild America, to give it back to the people. There's a reason for all this, because they're about to bring the whole thing down. And I don't mean the economy where the people get hurt. They're getting ready to bring down the entire central bank globalist system. That is exactly what we see crashing right now. A lot of people are thinking, well, the entire system is crashing. No, the system that Trump is creating, which is in line with Xi Jinping and I do believe Putin, there's going to be a new system that's going to take the place of the central bank system. Trump, the Patriots, they've been working on this since he got into office. What do we see in focus right now? Europe. Europe is now in focus. There are several European Union countries that have declared themselves states of emergencies, including Belgium, France, Portugal, Spain, Italy, because of what has been going on. And a lot of these countries are looking towards the EU, the ECB, to help them. They are getting hardly any help. They're shocked and surprised that the help they need for their economy, it's not coming. Now, this is very interesting because these countries used to have an open border. Now each one of these countries are closing their borders. And we know that the EU, it's a financially driven cartel. This system that they built in Europe is collapsing. It's all falling apart. Everything that they put together, their free movement of goods and people, it's all falling apart. It's putting all of this in focus. It's shining the light that this system that they developed, where they were going to spread this throughout the world, it doesn't work. We already see it happening with all the supply chains. Everything that they put into place is falling apart rapidly. And we know that Trump and the Patriots, they're going to drive this system into the ground. They're going to make the central bank establishment drop their rates, continually drop their rates, to cancel out anything the central bank can do. They're going to make the central bank create as much currency as possible. Why? They're going to use this to bring back the infrastructure, to give it to the people, to the businesses. They're doing all this to build up people, businesses, manufacturing, trade. Think about what they're doing here. It's $4 trillion that they're going to be sending to businesses, small businesses. They're shifting everything from the central bank Wall Street arena back to Main Street in a snap of a finger. All of this is being done on purpose. Actually, today, Steve Mnuchin, he came out and he said the U.S. will lend up to $4 trillion to businesses. Now, the Fed is working with the Treasury. The Fed is going to create this currency, and it's going to be loaned out to small businesses. And everyone's thinking, well, isn't that a problem? They're loaning these funds to the businesses, to the people, to everything. Well, if you keep dropping the interest rates to negative territory and you keep bringing it down, is there interest attached to it? No. This is part of the entire plan. Now, we're getting word that the Treasury, the U.S., is going to be sending an average payment of $3,000 to a family of 4, as well as enhanced unemployment and $4 trillion in liquidity to support the economy. Now, this money is going to go towards, or I should say currency is going to go towards small businesses, large businesses. They're going to get this in the next 90 to 120 days. What we are watching right now is the destruction of the central bank system. And if you watch the mainstream media, you can see that they're pushing a recession. I mean, if you look at the headlines underneath what they've been talking about, it says recession fear, recession's coming. If you look at all their articles, they're trying to push a recession like there's no tomorrow. This recession is not going to come. What we are watching is a transition of the economic system. It's being taken from the central bank, the globalist, and it's being shifted towards Main Street. Now, again, this is a ship that is turning right now. It is going to be bumpy. We're going to see the market fluctuate, especially because those individuals who are trying to push a recession, they're trying to push the market down. Trump and the Patriots, they understand this, but they need to shift all of this. And yes, he's going to make the stock market go back up. It's going to come back down. But I do believe when all said and done, Trump has mentioned this many times before. And actually, Russia has come out and said, when all of this is all said and done and the event is over, the economy is going to look great. Now, why would they be saying all of this? They're saying it because they understand, they know the plan. They know what's coming next. And what's coming next is going to be an entire economic system that is controlled by the Patriots. The next move of this, most likely, is going to be going after the central bank and to remove the central bank, not just from the U.S., not just from a certain number of countries, but I believe the world. And remember, this central bank system is a gigantic octopus, and they have their tentacles in everything. And this has to be a coordinated effort where all these countries are on board, moving in the same direction. And I do believe that this is exposing the central bank system, exposing the globalist system, because now when you look around and you can see how they had it, everything is being reversed. Everyone, all these different countries in Europe, they're all realizing this system doesn't work properly. And on the other side of all of this, once everything's all said and done, we're going to see things change like we've never seen them change before. But this is not the end, because Trump and the Patriots, they are setting up the central bank establishment. They're setting them up to take the fall. They need them completely exposed to the world. They can't have a crash and say, oh, it was blamed on this event or that event. They need them to stay where they are. They need them to be exposed. They need the people to see what their true intentions are for the people of the world. And their true intentions are that they're not a benefit to the people, that they've been shifting funds from central bank to central bank, paying off certain people, not helping the economic system to grow. Actually, their system does the opposite. It shrinks the global system. It doesn't expand. It doesn't make it grow. It's not a benefit to the people. It actually has the opposite effect. And since we're at the end stages of all this, everyone is starting to notice. Everyone's starting to realize there is something wrong with the central bank system. And all of this is being exposed and it's being returned to the people.